Hi guys, hope you've had a fantastic weekend. If you're doing this on catch up, pause the video, go get yourself your exercise band. Your one might be a little bit thicker than mine, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how much resistance it's got, you just want one a bit medium kind of thing. So we're going to start with some clams and then we're going to do some standing exercise and different bits and pieces. You're about to do everything. If you don't have it, but if you do have it, add it in like what I'm doing. And there'll be some options. If you've got one of the long ones, pop it around your knees or your feet and then just tie it into a loop. If one band isn't enough, use two bands. If two isn't enough, use three. And if three is not enough, do four. But I reckon one will be enough. So we're going to start with our clams, which we've done before. So pop it around your knees, just above the kneecaps. We're going to lay on our side. We're going to get that nice straight line position there. So let me do that towards the camera for a second. So I've got a nice straight line, my shoulder, my hip, through to my ankles. Hips are stacked, hand up your pelvis. I'm going to lift this top leg 10 times. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right, we're going to lift the feet and we're going to do the same thing again. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side, what I'll do is I'll just roll over this way. And then we'll do the same thing again. So a nice straight line. Stack the hips, hand on the pelvis, lifting this top leg. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And if you don't have the band, you're just doing exactly the same thing. Lifting the feet. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax. I'm just going to go my side facing the camera for this one. You may want to put your fist or a yoga block or a cushion or a pillow between your knees. I'm just going to grab this. I'm going to leave the band where it is at the moment. And all we're going to do is we're then going to lift this top foot. Okay. So we'll go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Roll over, other side. I'm going to face away just for a second. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right, get rid of that for a second. So we're going to lay our backs, and I want you to pop the band around your feet like that. Okay. We're going to do a sort of glute bridge, a glute bridge marching. We've done this before, but if you've got the band, you're still going to have your feet hip width. You're going to squeeze your glutes. We're going to lift our hips up, and what we're going to do is we're going to march on the spot. Okay, so we're going to go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down, take a little rest. We're going to squeeze the glutes again. We're going to bring our knees up this time. So I've still got this squeezed. My knees aren't in tight, they're just like vertical. Now I'm going to keep my left leg where it is, and I'm going to push the right leg away. And I'm going to bring it in, and I'm going to change opposite leg. Okay, so here we go. 10, 9, 8. Don't do it like a bicycle, one at a time. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. So we're going to do the next one, which is a little bit more challenging. If you can't manage it, what I want you to do is regress and go back to the one we just done. Okay, so this is starting at the top and pushing down. What we're going to do now is we're going to bring our legs out and we're going to pull in. So we're going to go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, one at a time, 5, not like a bicycle, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right, feet back down. Since we only really done 5 each side, we've got to do another round. Okay, so squeeze your glutes, lift your hips up, get a nice straight line, and then lift it up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Squeeze your glutes, bring the knees up, and then pushing one leg away at a time. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Squeeze your glutes, lift the legs up, straighten your legs out, pull one leg in at a time. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Brilliant. Then we're going to stand up. I'm going to just adjust the camera a wee second because as I stand up, we'll just go out of shot. Although the lower half is much more important, I'll try and keep that in. If you want, grab a chair. So actually, I'm going to do this on purpose, quite close up with me out of shot, because it's more important to see what's going on with the lower leg. So we're going to have it again around our feet, okay? And then what we're going to do, if you need to hold onto the chair or onto the wall or something like that, we're going to do a standing knee raise. So we've already done these before, it's just this. But I want you to try and get your knee above hip height. So here we go, we're going to do one side 10 times. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Try and get above that hip crease if you can. If you've not got the band on, you should be definitely get that. If you've got the band on, it makes it more difficult. Okay, other side 10 times. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. If you managed that, we're going to progress it a little bit and we're going to do a march. If you found that quite challenging, Stay on that where you're going to do 10 on one side, 10 on the other. Otherwise, we're going to do 20 reps of alternating. So here we go. I'm going to count up the way because it's easier. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. High as you can. 5. Really pull up. 6, 7. Little pause. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Great, have a little rest. So, next one, we're going to pull it up again to just above those kneecaps, okay? So above your kneecaps. Don't have it across your kneecaps or just across the bottom there on the patella tendon. Just above the kneecaps is great. You know, it could be just half an inch, quarter an inch up above there. Then, this has got to be quite detailed, guys. So we're going to be stepping out to the side. Okay, we're stepping out to the side and then we're stepping in. You think, well, that's simple, Graham. Look at what your feet typically do. So they'll point out, you'll lead with it, and then you'll kind of square up and then you'll drag your foot. What I want you to do is keep your feet completely parallel, toes facing forwards, and I want you to soften your knees just a tiny wee bit. So don't look at it, just a tiny wee bit, okay? And then we're going to step out, lift it, but don't drag it. Pop it down. And then back and down. Across and in. Across and in. Now, we're not going to do this for a set amount of reps. What I want you to do is look at your feet and focus on keeping your feet square. If you allow your toes to turn out, you're going to jack up that hip flexor again, and we've just worked that. We want to use the glute medius and glute minimus, these hip muscles. So really focus on getting that step out, bring it in. Step out, bring it in. Okay, and we're just going to knock out a few of those. All under control. Once you get here, don't let that slide in. I want you to take a reasonable step out. If you don't have a band, what you're going to do is step out and then lift it in. Step out and lift it in. If you don't have a band and you want to make it more challenging again, step it out and over, step it out and over. Again, keeping the feet parallel the entire time. If you do have a band and you've done a few of those and they're too easy for you, which is well going to be the case for most of you, drop it down to your ankles. Doesn't matter where on your ankle, mine just kind of sits right about my ankle bones. So now we're going to be using a longer lever, okay, straight leg-ish, and it's going to be a little bit more challenging. So if that was too easy around about the knees, let's progress it. If it was just right, keep it around the knees. So try that, but you should notice that is significantly more challenging. And you're going to want to push your toes out. Don't let that happen. Keep it parallel. Keep it parallel. You want to do, I don't know, about 20, 30 of these, I would say. Or up and down your hallway, up and down your living room a couple of times. On the spot is okay, but I prefer like this. So if you've got some space, I'd encourage you to do as many as you can, and you'll notice the difference. As soon as I do this, oh wow, getting much more jacked up. So even if you've got to go diagonal across your room, guys, try and use a bit of space. Great. So some of you guys, again, are going to be going, it's a little bit easy. It's not challenging enough. So we're going to pop it around our feet again, like where we had it in the beginning. Not messed that up. So it's around that kind of broad part of the foot, right? So you can see where it's sitting. Again, the deal is you're not allowed to turn your toes out as you do this. Have a little go. Because now we've got a long lever, but the feet are having to work. So it means these deep hip rotators are having to work hard as well. So it's the same thing. Soften the knees just a tiny little bit, and away you go. I prefer a couple of steps to each side. Usually what I do is I just do it till it's absolutely burning. So you can see it's all under control. This is what I wouldn't want. See how that foot was dragging along the floor? That's cheating. Oh, right, that's me done. Back to the middle. Oh, whew. Oh yeah, boy. So that's it. Really simple little bit of kit will get your hip flexors and hip abductors absolutely on fire. There's some hip extension stuff we can do as well, but we'll look at that another time.